Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
All right, Brennan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm in Philadelphia with my main man, Greg Hackett. What's good, champ?
Chilling, man. It's hot as shit.
Yeah, it's hot as shit, but it's nice to finally meet you, man.
Appreciate it. Same to you.
Yeah, man.
We've been talking shit for what, almost 2 years now?
Longer,
Right,
even longer than that. So back when you had your Brotherly Love boxing show, we used to go on. I was watching you back then. So.
Yeah, that was a minute ago.
Yeah, but I wanted to pick your brain because we in Philly.
Yeah.
The home of Jerron Ennis.
Yes, sir.
And obviously we got Crawford and Spence, these guys running around. But I wanted to ask you, man. You've been around Boots like pretty much his whole life, right? Like his whole life.
Yeah, but since he was probably about like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Getting to see him. Yeah.
Yeah. So how has his development been over the years?
It almost kind of went perfect because Boots wasn't the kid that you seen in every tournament at 10 years old, 11 years old. He kind of ain't really spring out until he was like 14.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But he was always training in the gym, watching, stuff like that, paying attention to the game, learning, just being a student. And then once he started really breaking out at about 14, 15, he just kept it rolling.
Yeah.
You know but he always was in the gym. He had fights, but he didn't, he wasn't piling it up like a lot of guys do.
Yeah, he's just gradually growing.
Yeah, that's all. Just growing in the sport.
Yeah, it seems like watching him from afar, it seems like he's one of them guys where like elite fundamentals and athleticism meets like elite, just discipline to the sport. Would you say that's true? Yeah,
and that happens in certain cases. You know what I mean? People need to understand that that's not an everyday thing. You know what I mean? That's why he's getting the press that he's getting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just well deserved too because he treats his body right, treats himself right. He just do all the things he's supposed to do. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why it's like that for him right now.
He don't cut them corners, so.
Nah, he ain't cutting.
His chin is insured.
For sure.
For
yeah. Sure.
How do you think you match up with like them guys like Crawford and Spence? Because whoever wins that fight, there's gonna be a segment of people saying they gotta go see Boots now.
Yeah, I think with Crawford it'll be a more exciting fight. I think it'll be a lot more action, a lot more risk taking because of the switch ups. Crawford brings a lot to the table. And he has like a fearlessness to him where he's not afraid to take a chance. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys are. Now with Bud, with Spence, you had to be a little bit more careful because he coming from a tight stance. You know what I'm saying? Everything he do is tight. He jab tight, left hand tight, uppercuts is tight.
A lot of volume.
Yeah, so with him you gotta be a little bit more careful, but at the same time take your chances when they're there. Like I said, 50-50 fights all the way around. You know what I mean? We can't pick a guy until they actually in there and see what happened. But would I gamble on Boots? Hell yeah, I would put my money on Boots.
Yeah.
Because I get to see him every day and see the progression and I see the consistency. You know what I mean? And that's what would make me confident in my bet.
Yeah. What do you think is like the most underrated quality about him? Because obviously everybody gets oohed and ahhed by the defense and the speed and the knockouts. What do you think?
Underrated quality?
Or maybe a quality that you've seen that like really sticks out to you when you see him train every day.
I don't know, man. I probably would say it would be something that don't have nothing to do with boxing. Probably just the fact that he's funny as shit. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, he got a nice little sense of humor when he, you know what I mean, that you wouldn't think he had, but you know what I mean, he does. And that's probably the best thing, you know what I mean, that somebody wouldn't see coming because he always handles himself like a professional. But it's hard to say something that's missing or, you know what I mean, underrated quality because he do it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, he do it all because he work on it all though. It's not something that just came to him and he just, you know what I mean, he just out there trying shit. He work on that shit. Anything you see him work on in the ring that he let go in the ring, he does in the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On a consistent basis too.
Yeah, it's like he's like one of those basketball players, man. Like I know you play basketball, but I'm saying like sometimes you got basketball players that they shoot 1,000, 2,000. Ben Simmons, in Philly, Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
They shoot all the 3-pointers, but they don't want to do it in the game.
Get to the game, he won't even pull that shit. Yeah, so it's like that type of thing. He works on it, he believes in it, and then he go in there and let it go.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I can't really say, and I know we haven't seen it at the highest level, but it's to be real soon. So
yeah, I mean, his last 3 fights, I was looking it up on the way here today. Like, was it Clayton? Was it Clayton, Lipinets, and who was the other? Delorme. They were 60 wins, 6 losses, 3 draws, 40 knockouts.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a good record.
Yeah, that's great because a lot of guys don't even take them chances. But some people would say that those fights are tailor-made for them, which they may have been style-wise. But what we forget, the things that we forget are those are still men, and he's just a man.
Veteran fighters too.
Yeah, and they vets, and they've been in there with a lot of shit, and they understand. So they gonna try their best, but it just wasn't successful.
Yeah,
that's all. Lipinets, I felt like I gained a lot of respect from Lipinets. Even though he took an ass whooping, I gained a lot of respect for him because a lot of people wouldn't have been able to hold up that many body shots to the head. You know what I mean? And it being consistent. I don't think, you know what I mean, a lot of guys could take that. So I gained a lot of respect for Lipinets.
Some guys just pack it in. When you punch McCall, sometimes they just pack it in. They want to go home, hop out the ring.
Yeah, they get hit the wrong way. That shit over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Greg, you know what you being in Philly, like I've been my first time coming to Philly, and we're here at the gym today. What do you think is why do you think Philadelphia fighters are so different? What makes Philadelphia fighters stick out more than other fighters?
To be honest, man, fighting is the reason they call it the fighting city, right? When you a kid, you growing up, you hearing stories about great fights, not the fights in the ring, the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So your grandmother and them, they gonna be at the table laughing about the time Uncle Larry whooped somebody's ass. That's just the kind of city it is. Or you step out your front door and there's two people just going at it for whatever reason. That's the kind of nature. So it puts your mindset in the mindset of fighting. I'm gonna have to fight somebody someday. Now, the boxing is the bonus because we have been blessed with so many great teachers. You know what I mean? So to teach technique and, you know what I mean, styles and all of that. So it's like, that's what make it what it is. Everybody in here been through something. And, you know what I mean, boxing is just the way to put it out. So that's just the kind of place it is, man.
Yeah.
It's like a swamp. You dig your hand in there, something will come out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it is in Philly.
Well, it's even like the neighborhood we're in. It's a
Yeah.
grimy neighborhood. You know,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just telling Jamil in there. I was like, I like this gym because when you come on the street, you feel like you're about to get jumped. You're about to get into a
it's
fight.
going
I
down.
like these kind of gyms.
Yeah, it's going down, and it could. You know what I'm saying? But the neighborhood is aware that there's professional fighters
Yeah.
on this block, and they come to work, so they don't fuck with nobody.
Yeah.
But it could happen too. You know what I'm saying? It's not like nobody's scared of them, but they respect what we do. We respect what they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody leave each other alone. It's hard working people on this block. My man June right here, he got a detail shop. My man Mill right here, he got a party promoting business. You know what I mean? Party rentals where he build all kinds of like crazy. You know what I'm
Party
saying?
buses and stuff. Yeah.
No, he does the interior work inside of a party.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's a hard working place. Like, you know what I'm saying? We on an industrial block, and you know what I mean? It's just a great thing.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? That's
absolutely.
what we do it for.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's why the fighters here are so tough. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here. Boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.